Hello YouTube, this is the D.B.T Gamer Show, and this is still episode 14. And this is part 2 of my Sonic Mega Collection review. And if you haven't watched part 1 yet, you may want to watch parts in order. So, before you watch part 2, watch part 1 because you may have missed some of the review. So, now, in part 1, I just left off after explaining Sonic 2, so let's pick up from there. Now in Sonic 2, quite a lot has changed since Sonic 1. You still collect rings to replenish your health and all that, but hit the special stages this time. There's a thing called a star pole, which I have a very difficult, which I'm not that good at finding. The star poles basically get you to special stages. The special stages get you chaos emeralds. The special stages are different in this game because instead of being 6 chaos emeralds like in Sonic 1, there's 7. And you get all 7 chaos emeralds and jump up in the air, then and hold it, you'll become Super Sonic. This is the very first game that Super Sonic appeared in, and he looks rather good. Unfortunately, YouTube, I can't show you him because I haven't really got time to go for the entire game because of the chaos emeralds, and plus it's extremely difficult. In Sonic games, there are several items. These items are put in intelligence tests. There are 4 or more items in each game. There's a sneaker, which doubles your speed. There's a shield, well, that's called a bubble, because it makes more sense. An invincibility star, and there's also a box that contains 10 rings. So that's basically Sonic 2 for you. Now let's move on to Sonic 3. Now Sonic 3 is a really good Sonic game. This is the first game where Knuckles appeared, but in Sonic 3 you could never play as Knuckles, which was really bizarre because you never really play as him. And Sonic 3 was quite revolutionary because this is the very first Sonic game that introduced saving. You can actually save your game and you wouldn't have to go back to the start from the beginning or use a cheat code. It was really good. Right, well, playing Sonic 3 is... Oh, whoops, I've just gone to the credits. Let me just reset the game. Sonic 3, the game always saves if you complete the stage. There are 2 zones to each stage. There are 2 zones to each stage. Sonic 3 is not much different to Sonic 1 and 2. You still play as Sonic the Hedgehog, and very much the same idea. Sonic, that's Super Sonic right there. When you first start the game, Knuckles the Echidna will nick off with all 7 chaos emeralds that you just got from Sonic 2. The game is very much the same. You have no new moves, but there are a shitload of new enemies. You've still got all your moves from Sonic 2. The graphics in this game look better than they did in Sonic 1 and 2, and they've really improved them. And to get the special stage this time in this game, you have to smash through several walls and get a giant ring. The giant ring will take you to a special stage. This is Super Sonic. Once you get all the chaos emeralds, and if you jump up in the air, you'll become Super Sonic. You are invincible for 50 seconds. Now in this game there are several new items, but most of these items are bubbles. There's an aqua bubble, which makes you bounce, a fire bubble, which turns you into, which is kind of like a fire shield, so no fire attack will hurt you. But with the fire shield, if you touch any water, the fire shield will deactivate. Also, if you use the fire shield, if you jump up in the air and then tap the A button a second time, you'll be able to do a flaming charge, which is quite cool. And then there's also the original shield, which just blocks you from one hit. That's Sonic 3 for you. Right. Oops. Let's move to Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles is a pretty good Sonic game, but there's only one problem with it. I'll try and show you now what the problem is. Knuckles in this game isn't really that good. I've started Sonic and Knuckles, you can either play Sonic or Knuckles, so I'm going to choose Knuckles just for this reason. This game was released 6 months after Sonic 3. So it's a direct sequel. When you play as Knuckles, you will fight Robotic Eggman. Or the robot version of Dr. Robotnik. Now, Knuckles in this game can't punch. So, he doesn't really have that many moves. He can glide and climb up walls. That's basically it. So if you've played this game before, you'll realise Knuckles is not as badass or as hard as he is in later Sonic games. I mean, when I first found that Knuckles couldn't punch, I was very disappointed because Knuckles is meant to punch at his attack. Sonic and Knuckles is very similar to Sonic the Hedgehog 3, so I can't really tell you that much. So let's move on to our next game. Okay, the next game I'm going to move on to is the worst game on this entire disc. Why is this game on here? I have no idea. This game is pointless. It's just a waste of data space. They could have put a lot better on it. This game is called Blue Spear. Blue Spear is a very clever game because Blue Spear is basically a very bad Sonic game. And for some reason, I can't get it to work at the moment. I think it's because it's also in case I'm losing every game. So I'm unable to show you this at the moment. And at the moment, again, YouTube, I've run out of time. So join me in part 3, where I will try and finish off reviewing this game. So until next time, YouTube, bye bye.